G'day and welcome back to Dark Solar Gaming and Haut-Beyleron. Yes, we are back continuing on with our farming here at Haut-Beyleron, and we are continuing with our sunflower planting. Yes, that's right. We're on our second field of sunflower planting. We have finished in the last episode, or at the end of the last episode, we finalised field 44. We've also gone through and actually rolled that as well, and that's why we have the fertilisation state on field 44. And as you can see, we're now seeding field 37, and we've already gone around one header row with the roller as well. So we've got a hired hand at the moment seeding the field, and he's busy going on doing that. And I have our McCormick over the other side of the field ready to go with the rolling. However, I do have to dash over to the shop. Now, I did decide to do some changes in the shop when we finished last episode. I just happened to look in here, and there was a sale on for a particular seeder that I've been wanting to get. It was actually this one here. So the Horsch Certo 12 SC. Now, this unit in particular was what I wanted to get with the Xerion earlier on. It was at less than 50% of its cost price. It was at 52,300 or something. So it was 65% off or something like that. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump at the chance to get that. Now, this will do wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybean, sorghum, radish, and grass. And that's all we need, but it does do the fertilization and the seeding as well. It is a 12 meter. So it doesn't help us at the moment with seeding sunflowers, obviously, but for sorghum and soybeans and canola, that's fine. So that's fine. And it only takes a 300 horsepower tractor. So we jumped at that chance, but to do that, we had to sell a couple of things. And one of the things we did sell was our tractor. Now, I did mention in the last episode about the fact that we're going to be looking at putting options out with poles and stuff for tractors and stuff like that. I'm not going to get a tractor yet because obviously we haven't got the money. But certainly we will be looking at getting another tractor or upgrading a tractor, probably upgrade the McCormick at some stage in the near future. So the McCormick itself, for at the moment, for instance, I can sell that for about 100 grand, give or take how much more I use it. And the tractors we're sort of looking at using, if we go to the medium tractors, but come to the other end of the spectrum. So we're looking at sort of like 185,000 for the 870, 800 Axions. We're looking at, was it the Puma? No, I was looking at the Series 8. I was looking at the 6R, strangely enough. That's up to 300 horsepower. The T7 New Holland or the X8 up to the 310. Now, we have the baby brother of the X8. We have the X7 is what we've got. So going up from 240 horsepower to 310 horsepower. There's the Deutz-Fahr. There's also the JCB. The JCB is one that I've always liked to have as well. So that's an option. But then if we look at the large tractors, I mean, we've already got the Xerion, but we don't need to get the large as the tractors. We can get the small ones. So we can get, like for instance, the JCB Fast Track 8330, 289. That gives us 348, 292 for the T8. We can get the 900 Vario for 280,000. I love that. I've always loved that tractor. We've got the 7R. We get the 7R if I could bring myself to using it. Up the other end with the modded vehicles. We have got this option. Now, this is an old 8960. That's getting a big tractor. That's 370 horsepower. So that's an option for us. Or we can go like the Massey Ferguson. What else we got in here? The Steigers, no. The Versatile, we could look at the old Versatile as well. So there are options available to us, but we've got to have the money to do it. So yeah, that's where we're going to look at going to next. So we'll probably sell off this tractor here and trade that in to go part way into getting the new tractor. So anyway, all right. So he's got to do that. So what we're going to do is he's our other guys off doing the seeding. So I'm actually going to follow behind. In fact, what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to go grab the other seeder, the new seeder we've just bought, and I'm going to go over and seed one of the other fields because we just can. We can just get it going. So why not test out our brand new seeder? So we've got to lay. Oh, actually, I don't think we're going to be able to because of our timing. So let's have a look here. No, we can't lay the sorghum yet. So that's okay. We can't plant anything yet, but we can take it over and take it to the farm. So anyway, this is what we bought here. So we've coloured it up with the beige colour, which we like, and the beige and the black I think looks very, very nice. All right, here we go. So that's him. We're going to unfold him just to make sure it all works before we take it from the shop. It's probably something we should do more often. Test the equipment before we leave the shop. Make sure it's all going to work and function correctly. And there you go. So nice big planter there. Looks good. All right, off we go. We'll scoot back down to the farm and put this away, and then we'll come back and we'll grab the roller and we'll get started with the rolling. We've got some crops there, some pallets ready to go again, so we can get those moving as well. And we'll use this later on when we need to get sowing some of our other fields, our sorghum and all that sort of stuff a little bit later on. But for now, we can just bring it in to the farm and put it away. I could pre-fill it, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to put it away right now. And then we're going to go back and grab the roller, and I'm going to roll that field that we're currently seeding. All right, off we go. Hope everyone's doing well. We are doing fantastic. And the old Xeron over here, he's flying through this field. We've done a great rate of knots, which is fantastic. You hear that turbo charging up, can't you? All right. Grab him. Off we go. And we'll just get this all done. Then we've got another field that's complete. You don't have to worry about anything anymore with this one. Just worry about the harvest when it's due. Alright, and roll it in. Alright. So busy. As you can see, obviously so when we left the last episode, we were down to just over 20 grand. We paid off some of the loan back and selling the equipment. So we did sell off the old small cultivator we had sitting in the back of the shed. We sold the old small seeder off as well. So that went some way into paying partly for the seeder we've just bought. But obviously we needed a bit more money in the bank to cover that. So we sold off the Vulture. The Vulture was the lesser of the two value-wise, but it was also the lowest engine capacity. So it made more sense to sell the Vulture than the McCormick. So as we're getting slightly bigger equipment, then the Vulture's the first one that's going to be not capable of running it. I mean, you can still run things like this and stuff like that around the farm, but it just made more sense to retire the Vulture. So unfortunately, the Vulture is now gone in the hands of the wrecker or whoever's actually bought it. I don't know who's actually got it now, but we sold it off, and that ended our responsibilities with it. Just after we'd repaired it, by the way. Always a good thing. Anyway, all right. Missed a bit. A few little stones in here and there, not too bad. I don't know if we're going to need to plough this on the next run. We may need to. We may need to plough it and then de-stone it. I can't remember what we did. We cultivated this one, didn't we? So just a few little stone areas popping up that haven't been able to be rolled in. So if it's only after this next harvest, if there's still only a few that are visible, sort of thing, when we cultivate, then if we don't need to plough, assumingly, then we'll just come through with the Scorpio and just pick them up in little areas where they are. We won't have to worry about running the whole field, which would be advantageous to us. But so far there's only been the 2 or 3 clumps. There's 2 clumps here, there was one over the edge of the field, so that's 3. So it's not too bad, all things considered. One over here, 4. But for the size of the field, that's not too foul. We can deal with that. As opposed to doing a deep rip of the field and getting stones everywhere. Okay. Our production system is still running full tilt. We've also got about 4 or 5 full pallets of honey there now too, which we can take and sell off. So that's sort of going to be helping with making us some money. I mean, like, as we know, we can just sell off most of the pallets directly, but I think even if we are only using an auto-load trailer, I think going through the whole process of driving them to the sale point and selling them off is all part and parcel of what we should be doing. So we'll continue dealing with it that way. We won't sell them off generically or send them off for production. So yeah, we'll sort of see what that brings. I'm going to be very interested to see how much money we make from all our sunflower, as opposed to selling it as a crop, selling it as an oil. I think generally, by and large, if you're using any production with a singular product to make another product, the profit from that processed product will be higher than what you would get from selling the yield of the crop, I believe. If anyone has any real evidence to say otherwise, then please feel free to correct me. But I believe certainly, as I currently understand it, if you, to say with the canola oil, if I harvest my canola and I sell it on a litre by litre or pound for pound or pallet by pallet basis, you make more money when it's converted into canola oil than what you would just by selling canola seeds. So it makes sense to use the production to do that. It just takes more time, so you don't get like it straight away, and if depending on how you manage it, it may take you another half a year or a year of game time before you actually make that money because of processing time. So instead of actually selling it in dribs and drabs, you wait for it all to be processed through the plant, then sell it off in one go. Well, you'll certainly make more than what you would if you were selling off the whole field full of output of crop in one go. So it makes sense to use those production chains and maximise your profiteering. At the end of the day, that's what we're after, isn't it? We're here to make a profit, so as we can farm and continue to farm. All right, he's finished seeding now, so we're going to move him on over to one of the other fields and get him. Should be able to finish the seeding in this day, so this game day. Except for obviously the sorghum, which we're going to plant in one of the fields, in field 40. So that bodes well for us though, because that means that we can just wait then to harvest and just concentrating on the production side of it and everything else like that. So it's not a bad thing per se. We're going to go off and have a look and see if we can do any mowing. We said that in episode 2 ago. We're going to have a look at the free plots of land that are around and see if we can help by keeping it clean and make some grass from that. Did I sell the mower? I've got a funny feeling I sold the mower. If we did, well, that's going to sort of put a dent in that plan, but hopefully I didn't sell it. We've still got it there, so. Anyway, alright, so I'm just going to leave this guy here now. We're going to line him up ready to go. In fact, no, what we'll do is we can put him on hired hand to finish off while we go and get prepped with the other field. So we'll just get him off and running. There you go. And we will just head back on over and get the next field seeded. Alright, so this field here is going to be reserved for sorghum, as we said before, but our other two fields down here, they are going to be used for sunflower as well. So we're going to get these ones seeded in. What we're going to do is just going to do a header row on, or 2 header rows on each end, and then we'll put a hired hand on it. Alright, off we go. It would help if I actually do the end of the field, duck. Oh, really stuffed that up, haven't we? I say we when it was just me. Let's try and at least tie this up a little bit. Okay. Might just do this row up here just for the sake of getting it done. So the hired hand what not to do in relation to doing a straight run. Although I lucked in, have I got it fairly straight? I think it's fairly straight. You know, zero and bounces around on these fields a lot though. So this field and the field ahead of us are both going to be sunflower. So we're going to have a lot of colour on the farm when they do come into harvest. You. I'm going to get it reasonably well lined up for the eye and hand because they sometimes do struggle a little bit. That will do. Lower and off you go. Oh, get that field done. Okay, we've finished over here. Excellent. So now we should find that that's been rolled as well and seeded. Yeah, little bits and pieces missed. I'm not overly fussed about that. So we're going to let that sit as it is. And we're going to come back over here and we're going to help out follow on behind field 42. And look at this, we're getting all the green stuff done, so it's fantastic. So we'll get that done. I wonder how much we've got. We've got another full load yet to, whoops. Let's bring that back to normal. We've got at least 4 cartons there. I don't think I'll have any oil. I think we've emptied all that out. And we have eggs, we've only got half a pallet there. Also, that's 4. That's 8. I don't know what's going on with the lettuce. It's taking far too long. And that's 10. So yeah, it's only probably half a load of pallets. So probably the next day or so we'll be able to get a full load out of that. So oh, we got the honey as well, actually. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do another sale. Leave that there. I'm going to grab all this stuff down here, and then we'll go grab the honey, and then we'll go and sell it at the shop again, because I think getting all that sort of throughput through is going to be beneficial to us to make sure we get everything done how we want it to be done and as effective as we can do. So let's go do it. Alright, so we're going to load these up. Okay, put the belts on. Another one just appeared then. I'll grab these two first. Visible wall of the greenhouse. Anyway, it's all good. Right. We'll grab this stuff here, and then we'll go grab the honey. I think there was 4, I'm pretty sure there was just 4 crates of honey that were ready to go. That's okay, that'll just give us a little bit extra money. I think the honey's worth a bit more than like the lettuce and the tomatoes and stuff. We can have a look at that a little bit later, but yeah, there certainly looks to be at least 4 pallets there from what I can see from here. Oh, maybe 6 even. 6, there you go. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's go and, while we're seeding, we'll go and deliver this and see how much money this gives us. Might go down this way to the main road and then cross over that way. So we've got 2,400 litres of honey, 1,000 tomato, 2,500 strawberry, and 1,728 of grape. Seems to be a very weird measurement level of grape, but anyway, we'll take it. It is what it is. Wet the whistle. Right. They're coming to the end of March, day 2. We'll soon be into April, and then we can finish off with getting our things like sorghum and that planted. Not worried so much about getting the sorghum planted, just want to get the sunflowers in. And then once we've got the sunflowers in, that's our main crop, which will then, like we said, it'll go straight to our oil processing facility that we bought recently, and we'll crack into making some wonderful sunflower oil. Actually, I don't know whether the different oils are a different profit level. I haven't had to look at that as well. Like, is canola better than sunflower, or is sunflower better than olive or Vicky Verka, or what? So it's something we might have to have a look at, just to sort of see. Just purely from interest sake. I mean, it's not gonna make a difference to us, because we're governed by our seasons as to when we're planting, as to what we're going to be using. If we held off and planted all the fields with canola, well then that's fine. Or if we planted some olive groves, we'd be able to do some olive oil as well. But just interested to see what's the more profitable of the oils. We'll probably at most likely at some point, once we get another field or two, we'll divest into having both canola and sunflower oil being produced. So we're running sunflower and canola fields, and then we've got our grapes. So I mean that's probably at the moment our three major production items that we're going to be doing, apart from our eggs and our greenhouses and stuff. So I think that's more than enough for the moment. Maybe about $20,000 payday, I think, about 18,000. $19,478. Not too bad. We'll take that. For the little amount of work that was done to get it, yeah, we'll take that. All right. Get back and see how well the seeding is going, and then yeah, we'll see how things pan out from there. I just have to alt tab quickly for a minute. There you go. Right. Okay, sorry about that. And yeah, so we'll go back and see how he's going, and then that'll be pretty close to the episode done and dusted. But that's quite good. I mean, we've got, at the end of this episode, we'll effectively have 3 fields sown with sunflowers. We need to still roll in the field that's currently being sown, and then we've got one more field to be sown with sunflowers, and then one field to be sown with sorghum. So getting on with the sowing quite well, making some money as we go by selling off our production items. So yeah, it's a bit of win-win at the moment, really. So we're going to go back via the processing area, and we'll leave the trailer down there, and we'll grab the roller again, and we'll head on over and get ready to roll this current field that's being planted, and then that'll be another field ready to go. Basically, it'll have dual fertilizer states, I believe, so there's no need to add fertilizer to it. So that's just a win-win. All right. I don't know why the trailer tipped in then. It should have tipped outwards on the turn. I don't know what was going on there, but anyway. Here's what it is. So we'll just bring the trailer in. We'll just park it in here out of the way. Relatively out of the way. It's not totally out of the way, but anyway. Take our roller, and then we'll head on over the field and see how we're going with the Xerion. And that'll probably be about it for this episode, I would say. So I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please press that like button, and if you're pressing the like button, leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think. If you like what we're doing, if you don't, just let me know. Can't change things up and make things better if I don't know that you don't like it. But if you are enjoying it, then similarly let me know, and then we can continue on with delivering you with the Haut-Beyleron series. All right, so he's probably on his last run there now, which is great. So what we're going to do is we're going to park here. I will unfold the roller, and we'll get in position ready to roll, and we'll come back, go and have a sleep for the night, have a meal, and we'll come back tomorrow and finish this field off. So we'll just cross over to him. He's got probably another one and a half runs to do, so he's pretty close. But that's where we'll leave it. So thanks very much for watching. Like I said before, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and that's just done by pressing that subscribe button. If you press that button, make sure you press the alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when new videos like this are available on the channel. And of course, don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord and Facebook. Big thank you to all our Patreons for your support of the channel. You can support the channel as well by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member, or even a Twitch subscriber, although we haven't been back on Twitch yet, so we need to get back out there. But nonetheless, if you wish to support the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. You don't have to, but any help will be gratefully accepted. But of course, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we will see you again very, very soon back here at Haut-Beyleron and Ducks Gaming. See you all later. Bye.